Just noticed these buttons are on the wrong side. Am I wearing a girl's shirt? Hi everyone, my name's Paul Reed and I'm a professional photographer. Today I just want to talk about how to get better at taking photographs, how to turn good into great. Now some people are just naturally good at photography. As soon as they picked up a camera, they just started to take great images. It was in the genes. It's just like anything. There's some people who maybe just picked up an instrument for the first time and then just started playing it. It can be just something that you're naturally brilliant at. But for some of us, our passion outweighs our actual skills. But when the passion is just way up here, then it is absolutely possible to become a great photographer. First thing that seems obvious is practice. And again, it's the same with anything. If I gave you a musical instrument and you had one lesson every 2 weeks, then it's going to take you a long time to actually master that instrument. It's the same with a camera and it's the same with photography. If you're not out there often taking photographs, then it's going to take you a long time to get better. How often should you be taking photographs though to get better? What's needed? I mean, that's going to depend on each individual, but if you're really serious about getting better as a photographer, I think you need to be going out every day. I don't mean you need to be spending all day, every day. I just mean, go out for half an hour or an hour to take photographs. It shouldn't be like hard work. It should be an enjoyable experience. So shooting often shouldn't be something that you dread doing, something that you go, no, I can't be bothered to go out and take photographs. It should always be something that you enjoy doing. So if it starts to become a chore to you, then maybe you're not as passionate as what you thought you were about photography. I always considered myself a photographer since I was a boy, and I was so passionate about it in my youth. But as time went on and digital technology came in, my passion dipped for photography. And when it dipped, that's when I stopped getting better. The passion needs to stay up here. You need to really be loving photography in order to get better at it. As soon as I regained my passion for photography, I started to go out and just take photographs every day. I was out there just chasing the light, just looking everywhere in wonderment, taking everything in, and what a time that was where I just went out every single day. And I think really whenever you're feeling that you need that change, you need to start getting yourself out there more often. The more often that you're out there, the more likely you are to see something and capture something amazing. If you're just sitting at home and just thinking about it and not doing anything about taking photographs, you're not out there taking photographs, you're just not going to get any better. The next thing I would say would be education is important. I don't mean, you're going to have to go to university or college. I never went to university to study photography. I'm completely self-taught. But there's so much stuff on the internet now. There's just like videos after videos on YouTube, there's tutorials, and then there's workshops as well where you can have one-to-one. I do one-to-one workshops online all the time for people. It's just such a great way to learn how other people do photography. Even I sign up to other people's photography workshops. It's important to keep getting better and keep just learning new things. If you want to sign up to one of my online workshops, then I'll leave a link in the description. The other thing that I would say is to become a fan of photography, not just your own photography, but other photographers' work, the old masters, new photographers, just absorbing all that imagery and just loving photography. Buy people's prints, have them on your wall, just really absorb photography in general. Actually, not just photography, but cinematography as well. all your favourite movies. There's reasons why you like those movies, and sometimes it could just be the way that it looks, just the way things are framed and how they've done things. That's really important for your growth as a photographer, to find what you love, to find the type of images that you love. That's really going to help you whenever you go out taking photographs. I'm not saying copy people's work or anything like that. You're going to come up with your own style and your own stuff. But it's really good to just absorb all of those images. I just want to take a moment now just to let you know that I'm doing memberships. Now, as a member, what you will get is you're going to get discount off my prints. You're going to get exclusive prints that are available nowhere else. There's going to be a draw every month where I'm going to be giving away free prints. And as a member, you're also going to get discount on any mentorships or workshops that I run. And finally, you get to put something into the channel so that we can make it better and that I can help you out more. You can be a member just by going to the About section on the channel and then go to Support the Channel. The prints that I'm going to be giving away, they're already at the printers and they should be back next week. So on one of the episodes, I'm going to show you those and then we're going to do a draw for all members. So if you want a chance to get your hands on those prints, then join the membership this week, because next week we're going to do a draw. Back to it. Another thing which is going to really help you grow as a photographer is to get constructive criticism. Now, that must be constructive criticism, not just somebody who just wants to bring you down as a person. That criticism needs to be from somebody who knows what they're talking about, somebody who has actually produced great work themselves. I've got this saying, it's a terrible saying, but never let a fat man tell you how to go on a diet. What I'm saying here is that if I was going to the gym and I wanted a personal trainer, I'd want that personal trainer to be absolutely shredded and muscly. Same with photography. Some of these people just haven't produced anything good at all. And sometimes, you know, they've never posted a photograph, but yet they feel that they have the right to criticize your work. And if anybody really starts to make it personal and starts to criticize you as a person, then you know that this isn't constructive criticism. Let me read you an example of just absolutely terrible criticism, and this was actually on my YouTube channel, and this was somebody criticizing my work. It was actually whenever I showed the best of my work, and this guy decided that he was, you know, he had the right to criticize my work. But you tell me if this is constructive criticism. Not that great, Paul. Somewhat repetitive contextually. Shook the northern lament. Put your shoulders back and try harder. Okay? What you need is criticism from a trusted source. Somebody that's going to help you correct little mistakes that you didn't even know that you were doing, so that you could grow as a photographer. The next one is learn how to edit. I'm not saying so that you can spend hours upon hours using Lightroom and Photoshop and things like that. What I'm saying is to just get a basic skill behind you so that you can make your images stand out. Back in the days of film, and where, you know, it was the printers who were the unsung heroes, and they were in effect the editors of those images back then. So all of the best photographers out there, they had people doing the printing for them, and they were the people who were actually kind of bringing all the contrast up, and then they were doing dodging and burning and all sorts of things like that. These days we all do our own editing. We don't have somebody doing that stuff for us, so we have to be kind of multi-skilled in that way. There's loads of stuff out there on how to edit on YouTube and on the internet, and of course there's workshops. I do a little bit of the editing on the third session of my workshops, but it's not a really kind of in-depth how to edit all photographs. And like I say, it's not something which I want to do a lot of. I just want to just do a little bit of editing so that the images really stand out. And here's the last one for today. Love and get to know your tool. So get to know your camera. Don't be chopping and changing between camera and camera. Don't be, updating every 5 minutes and thinking the next camera is going to make me better, or the next one's going to make me better. Because what you need to do is start to see things in a certain way. If you keep changing your focal length all the time, it's just going to confuse you. So you need to really have a bond with your camera. I think that's really important to do. I think that's enough for today. As usual, I always leave a link in the description for my workshops and also workshops for RJ Print Lab for platinum palladium printing. Don't forget, if you want to be a member, then if you go to the About section and then go to support the channel and then that print draw, we're going to do that really soon. If you like this video, then like, subscribe, and then press on the notification bell if you want to see further videos, and I'll see you next time.